Hello, everybody. Welcome to Minnesota as the aftermath begins. It's been quiet. It's odd. Everyone's not grieving because no one close to everybody has died, really, compared to what's happened. It's more the shock of everything. Everyone's reacting. Such a event is
Did we lose him? Oh dear.
Oh no.
There we go.
Torna got DOSed. But so basically David arrives on Sept. He takes a walk toward the training grounds. It's way before 5 o'clock. And he hasn't gotten any sleep all night. He goes to his training. He gets the shit kicked out of him. His silver wound reopens 15 times. And then at the end of it, he just, slinks away, determined to go and affect the business he actually wants to affect. But first, an intro again from our ST.
yeah, because Chrome hates me. Damn you, Chrome. I've completely lost my train of thought. But anyway, an event like this is unusual because nobody knows really what to say as people are putting around making sure that people are safe. The sheer list from all kin, no Guru died. Some would be thankful of that, some others wouldn't be, but the assassination attempts have left their marks both mentally but also physically. Is the Guru who were affected, they bear the gut-wrenching scars. People have healed, some a lot slower than others. As to much people's horror, some of these blades were poisoned, which affects the healing time. As people are walking around and realizing what's happening, the likes of Cassie, Master of Challenges, they're not walking around. They're not there. For others, like the cub, Cora, she's merely lying in her bed, frightened. And the sense of fear has gripped this place that has not seen it for a long time. Nobody's ever seen a sept like this on lockdown. Nobody's ever seen a place like this after it's been attacked. Nobody has seen Ageda Fenris Alpha truly enraged like this. While others are busy moving, the Theurges are worked to the bone. Everyone pulls their part, and any who are caught slacking, even the Alpha himself appears with his hammer if you fall behind. Everyone helps. Especially after this. Especially after the fear. And especially after the pain. And so we pan over to our players. The Theurges among you have been bone worked. Every bit of healing energy, every bit of thing you can do is you are needed.
Mm-hmm.
You discover some of the kin that come. Even with Silver, the wounds are deep. Maddened, frantic stabbing. With the Guru, things were precise, and thankfully with the warning that came out, you realize, while no expert of medicine, If that warning hadn't got out, there would have been a lot more of these people who would have been dead looking at you right now.
Yeah. And during this time, Dean will have thrown himself in at the deep end with all of the other Furies, healing as many kin as he can get his hands on, essentially. And there's probably, like, as he's doing the healing, there's probably a lot of shouting, not at them or himself, but just, just at the situation as he's trying to, get as much shit healed and done as possible, because the moment he stops and thinks about the injuries that some of these kin have taken or what he's seeing, that's when shit goes down.
For you, and this is where, say, Juno will come into play, because both of you I'm concentrating on first, because both of you were on Sept compared to our other two. You do see the Shadow Lords arrive with a body. She is wrapped in blankets, rugs. She's brought into the House of the Dead, and that door remains closed. You do see them carrying another one. Well, you're not sure he is man in the suit. You've seen him before at the club, the bar. He took a heavy wound. You both know a battle scar when you see one. The figure of Anton and Undergrowth go into that house, and they stay in there. That's about every other entrance. Most people you see who are carrying towards what looks to be towards the Right Masters area, which is up far north, close to the border, actually. But the Houses of the Dead are, when it's there, and it's in the same area, there's a lot more dead coming. A lot more. You reckon by now, and this is for both Juno and Dean, there's 30 kin dead. And a number of Grus sitting around, as Juno, probably being a guardian, is rushing around, probably pushed double time. On a brief respite, you see a number of kin walked around, and a number of Gru being treated, but the likes of Leaf, Neri. You don't know where Cassie is, but you heard that her and the Right Master are the worst. Especially, not the Right Master, the Master of Challenges, but you heard that Cassie and the Master of Challenges got it very, very bad. For the both of you, you both see the Den parents wandering through, helping. You also see one of the young cubs, Damon, healing with people, and as the two of you kind of converge with each other, you're kind of in a wash of bodies.
Juno, having obviously being one of the Guardians, rushing around, kind of just taking up this small cornerstone as a point, mainly just to keep people flowing, keep people moving, keep the wounded coming in and going to the right places, even with like a roll of bandages, keep ripping them off and passing them over to people as she walks through the crowds and such like that, giving out not orders but direction to people, not shouting or screaming at people, just kind of like a gentle nudge on the shoulder, pointing, getting them to the best place to get out the way, so that what the oncoming dead come through. She, of course, still throughout this entire time has a cigarette on the corner of her mouth, just talking through it, smoking. No drink though this time. And she just stops for a minute and bends over, puts her hands on her knees, and lets out that deep breath. Lets the sweat drop down off her brow and wipes her face a little bit. This is a fucking mess.
Yeah, Dean will be sat kind of doing a lot of the healing, and as people are coming through, he's perhaps not yelling, but he's just kind of he's trying to keep them calm, but you can hear him be like, "Motherfucker, right, I need some more bandages, stat. If someone could get me some water, that'd be really helpful. Right, it's gonna be fine, mate. Just sit down, just breathe. Right, let's see what we can do here, okay?" And as he kind of sees Juno, as there's a natural kind of break in the crowd, he'll just nod. Aye, It's a mess, but it's one we've got to clean up.
No shit, Sherlock. And she just tosses him one of the first aid kits that she's got like piled up on like a small box. Effectively, she just grabs as much as she can. Bandages and all the anti-bac bollocks and all that shit in it.
Yeah, he'll catch it, and he'll catch it, and he'll like look through it, and he'll grab some bandages and start bandaging some things up. It's fucking obvious, but it's gonna be a lot easier said than done if I don't get this fucking bollocks. And you'd get a sense that he's not his usual kind of jovial, ridiculous self. He's very seriously focusing on this, and he's talking to you, but his full attention isn't on you. As he's kind of trying to wrap these bandages up.
Have you seen any of the others yet? Any that were out there come back, other than the Shadow Lords? Or...
He'll nod. Yeah, I've seen and he'll actually wince a little bit at this, but he'll just nod. Yeah, I had to take Cora to her bed to be treated. She got hit pretty bad. Damon's fine now, but yeah, she's got hit pretty bad. Treated her up best as I could, but it's gonna sting, and I'm fucking under exaggerating for once, Apart from that, I saw. Sorry, I'm just reading a doc. I forget who we saw. Yeah. But yeah, he'll nod.
What exactly is he doing, Otana?
He is trying to, from what you can tell, he is as near his back open. Like the shirt is ripped from the back, and you can actually, if you're looking over, you see that there is a fucking puncture wound right in the top part of her shoulder blade. And he's, by the looks of things, trying to both A, bind around it, but also B, trying to heal it. You can probably feel the primal alert going off as he's slowly trying to mend some of the wound closed. The scar won't be there, but if you can get rid of something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Juno will actually not walk. She will walk over to him. She won't interrupt him because she knows this shit. And kind of next to where he's got her like slumped over, for lack of a better term, and bent down as he's kind of working on her back. She'll just place kind of in his peripheral vision like a roll of bandages for the aftercare, effectively, because that's going to sting like a fucking bitch.
Mm-hmm. Like Neri kind of has her head down, kind of like you'll see the knuckles kind of form into like white hotness as Damon is just very deep, very, very deep in concentration.
Yeah, no, she just puts it down next to him where when he comes out of it, he'll see it pretty quickly. That's, as long as he's got them, she's happy enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For Dean, passing out guys' breaths is, it's helpful. You do realize sometimes you have to sit down, though, and take some time with Mother's Touch, which exhausts you to the point, but you do notice you are hearing that people are being brought on angling hunts for more gnosis, to get more gnosis. Like, even people, theurges like Lily are being brought out and sent out, and what will introduce the other two is actually a group coming back, which is going to be David, Charlotte, Zuri, and Abel.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll probably spot those four walking along after heading back, helping out one of the theurges, essentially, which would be Forgotten Earth. She's literally running over towards where the Bright Master is. You assuming she's heading to the more seriously wounded, because they are going to need it first, essentially.
Yeah. For Dean's reference, is he surrounded by like a sea of kin he kind of has to treat, or is it essentially a case
Some
of
kin are passing through. Some kin are passing through wounded. Other kin, the more seriously wounded, are heading up to the more experienced theurges. You definitely
Mhm.
get that impression.
Yeah.
You are being passed off to the ones who took silver but nothing serious, or the ones who took. You know what I mean? It's kind of based. The ones that you can get up on your feet quickly.
Yeah.
But you will spot another team arriving, essentially, which consists of our other two players and Zuri and Abel, who are. Zuri will hand you basically what looks to be like a long kind of series of wrappings, and you get the impression just because you're a theurge, you know what they are. That's Gnosis.
Yeah. He'll take it gladly, and he'll actually give a little smile. Thanks. How's everyone? How are you all holding up any more?
Zuri doesn't say anything. She just keeps walking. Abel kind of just rubs his green hair. It's pretty shit. Looks behind him at the other Charlotte and David.
Ah, motherfucker.
David limps forward. Hey, could you close this back up? As he, lifts up his shirt and shows the silver wound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dean'll nod. Yeah, all right. Come here. I need to get a closer look at it. Take a seat. Make sure, and he probably is like a little stool he's been sitting on, but he'll just, he'll stand up, and as he stands up, he'll groan, son of a bitch, and then he'll, after you, and he'll offer a hand to David.
Yeah, so David will take his seat and, just... I mean, he normally wears button-ups, so, he'll take off the button-up and, he's not as scrawny as he was, but he's still a pretty scrawny kid.
Yeah. And for reference, like, what does the silver wound look like? Does it look pretty severe, or is it just a couple of scratches?
I took 4 silver ag in one go, so it's it's deep, it's nasty.
It's right in the back of his left kidney. There's a twist mark where obviously the person wrenched the blade in, so it would stay in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what, just short of his spine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Missed his spine by an inch.
I'm pretty sure if I had taken 5 ag, then I would have taken
5. If you'd taken 5, it would have hit your spinal cord.
Yeah. Then Dean will see that, and he'll, fuck me. Right. I'm gonna give you some water. You're gonna fucking need it. Christ.
Thank you.
It's no problem, buddy. But my God, how did you get out? Oof. Fucker, motherfucker. Let me look around. I'm sure I still had one somewhere. Fuck's sake, it's kind of anything around here. And he kind of starts looking through, the pile of bandages and herbs and medical things he has. He's looking for one of the guy's breaths he's been saving for something serious. And as he finds one, because I did create them, as he finds one, he'll do the thing. Do you just spend Gnosis to heal with it,
Or you can roll your Gnosis either way, but if he's been spending a lot, it might, and especially since you have the the thing. Though knowing he's a Ragabash, you could just as easily do Mother's Touch, and the difficulty would only be his rage.
Oh, okay,
Which
yeah.
admittedly bottoms out at 3, but it is up to you. Either way, you're going to have to spend a point of Gnosis, pretty much. Unless you want to just roll for the Talon and Prey.
I mean, honestly, I just want to heal him up as best as I can.
Most absolutely sure way to do it is you can spend a Gnosis, pop the Gaia's Breath, and it'll give him 4 back.
Yeah, I'm a happily spend for Gnosis. And pop the Gaia's Breath, so yeah. He'll be like, come here, buddy, come here. This doesn't, just let me know if this hurts, because, come here. No, you're shying away, come on.
Oh my God, the anticipation is killing me, just do it already.
bro, I'm fucking doing it. I'm fucking doing it, right? Right. You can't rush this shit, right? Come on, just and he'll do it. You know, he'll spend the gnosis.
So since it's silver, is there like caused by silver, does that like, what would that do? Does it still heal?
You have a you got a scar. It heals, but you got a scar. You got a nasty looking fucking scar on your left kidney.
Okay. Yeah, and so at first it's like, oh my god, that's better, but oh my god, my skin is never gonna be the same, is it?
I mean, nope. But on the bright side,
hey, at least I didn't die.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the right attitude, kid, and he'll kind of pat you on the shoulder.
And yeah, so for theme, I'm going to say that David, cringes like because there's some bruising there, but what needed to be healed is healed. And so David will start putting his shirt on. Hey, thank you very much.
You should. Don't thank me, just doing my fucking job, right? Charlotte, you got any wounds you need me to treat? Anything?
No. No,
Right, okay.
I'm fine. For what it's worth, Charlotte looks frayed within like a couple strands of snapping, but other than that, the only real noteworthy thing is she normally wears jeans. She always wears jeans. It's just jeans all day, every day. Today she is wearing shorts.
Ew.
Today she is wearing shorts, and there is a pretty flagrant and admittedly actually pretty large tattoo of a crow going from her kneecap down the front of her shin.
Oh. Well then. This is thematic. This is thematic and incredibly ironic.
Yeah. No, she looks physically hale and healthy for the most part. You can tell that the combination of like the stress of the crisis and, at least in your case, the knowledge that she has gotten no sleep are definitely leaving her frazzled.
Mm. Yeah, he'll just glance at the both of you. Look, I'm not going to ask what shit you guys ended up running into, but if you just want to take a seat for a second, have some water, just rest up, be my guest. I've got more and more kin to look after, so it's not going to bother me. Not one fucking bit. Right. And,
David actually takes a look at the sea of people, and he is going to ask, hey, tell me how I can help.
He'll glance around and see what needs doing. Is it just a case of people are volunteering to hand out water, to hand out bandages, essential supplies, that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some people arrive with selections of KFC and everything. People seem to be cheering up by that. But mainly it's people. It's mainly people come. They know kind of the central place close to where the lake is a place where people are coming to find each other, families, their kin with their grew with their kin. Up ahead, up towards the little upper part is where the serious healing is going on by the likes of the Right Master and the Keeper of the Land and all this. That's the serious area.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting the impression that you are just migrating the horde of the kin that are finding each other and then going off. You're just dealing with the kind of the preliminaries.
Yeah, pretty much. So he'll just glance around and just shrug. Nah, mate, I could use a little bit more water, but look, I'm a fucking level with you. Get yourself sorted. If you have any kin or anyone you need to check up on or see, they're that way near the lake. People handing out food. That'd be fucking wonderful. I could probably use a drink, but not until I'm done. Shrugs. Like I said, if you've got anyone you would need to check up on, now's the time.
Well, if it wasn't for the serious situation, I'd say that you helped yourself to some of the medical alcohol, but I don't think you've drank any of it. Sorry,
he'll
that's
he'll give a wry smile at that. So yeah, I like your thinking, but
but enough of me joking. I'm gonna go get you some more water.
yeah. Like I said,
And David is going to just, turn around and go to where he figures he could potentially grab some water bottles.
yeah, he'll just shake his head and just mutter to himself, "Oh, that kid. He thinks I drink that shit. Oh, the taste. Ooh." You know.
For what it's worth, offside, as Juno's already standing, just happens to be perched pretty close to Damon. She'll get kind of like just literally just a ping through the link, just enough to get her to glance over.
And she whirls.
And once she has, eyes on her, Charlotte will, kind of initially make kind of the underhanded throw motion and will lob her one of the sets of bandages brought back from the Ingling hunt. Making a glance to Damon while he's focused, and then kind of turning and trying to find anywhere she can be doing something that's useful.
And she, again, just kind of in his peripheral vision, when he comes out of his trance-like state, effectively, you will see it. She just placed it next to the other one that she placed next to him. And she'll turn and start. What?
He comes out, leans back as the wound is kind of partially closed. Just lets out a rubbing his face, like, sweating. As the bandage just kind of lies by his side. He reaches over, doesn't even look up, as he kind of just takes it and starts to bind her shoulder, essentially, slowly.
I mean, yeah, if he's carrying on, she just doesn't. No. Not going to interrupt that.
I mean, yeah, he won't say anything unless you, like, essentially direct him or speak to him. Juno can see Artemi just watching her packmate kind of in the distance, sitting down on one of the rocks, watching the whole process.
Her priorities are slightly shifted at the minute. She is not going to interrupt people doing their jobs. So she's going to... where is Charlotte going? Or what is Charlotte doing right now?
Charlotte takes a second and does that flick around. You can tell she's just kind of assessing who's where, who's doing what, who's not doing something. And eventually, if Zuri or Abel is close enough, because they really couldn't take time to talk out hunting, will reorient and at least briefly head their way for just a few exchanged words before she looks for something else to do.
Abel's with David, and Zori is pacing to the sea of the crowd. You'll notice, the both of you, like she's looking for somebody.
And as Charlotte's just kind of like standing there, whirling around, she'll just get the slight whistle. Whether it's through Patlink or actual or not, she can't tell.
Yeah, the head snaps around.
And you're just attacked by the hug of Juno. Like glomp.
She drops a couple notes of tension. Just a couple, as a result of getting tackled with some measure of affection. She's still kind of on edge. It's like static in the link almost. Just definitely on edge. She'll reach up to kind of try to awkwardly hook an arm briefly, give her a bit of a squeeze, but kind of nods over towards Abel. I need to see if she's better.
Are you alright?
Nope.
That's a good start.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure I'm cursed, but we'll handle that after people aren't dying.
Yeah. Have you seen anybody else?
I was there. Cassie's really fucked up. Like, really fucked up.
Yeah. Have you seen Chris?
She reaches up, ruffling her hair, and starts essentially consulting the memory. Just the
No.
eyes kind of flicker as she's thinking about it. I haven't seen him. No. Not
All
yet.
right. Well, if you need it, Felix and Freya back at the house. They're safe. They're out the way.
Yeah, I know. I need to see if Cassie's okay.
All right. I'm still here. Shout me if you need me. She'll just give her one kind of last squeeze.
Yep.
She'll go and just. She will literally just take a step back to give Charlotte the room to go process to process.
Yeah, she'll get the weirdest but very intensive kind of flush of guilt. As Charlotte, kind of nods and reorients and goes to, you'd swear to God, it's the equivalent of watching an Omega approach a pack. It's kind of a bit of a slink. The guilt is systemic. It's bad, but she'll slink over, kind of to see initially, taking slow paces because if she gets chased off, she's gonna let it happen early. But she'll slip over.
Which one are you going to?
Because Zuri's pacing.
Abel's with David, lifting the water in, helping David lift the water in.
And Zuri is pacing.
Zuri is not pacing. Zuri is looking through the crowd. She's actually combing her way through very delicately, very deliberately.
You know what? No, she'll go for Zuri. She'll just try to kind of ease in and pick up pace with her. Again, very tentatively, but just try to kind of catch up.
You do. She's moving with purpose. The sandals kind of in the ground. She eventually takes them off and is walking in her bare feet.
What are we looking for?
Till eventually she answers it's kind of that slow head turn. My parents said they would be late.
Oh. Keep an eye out.
Just a nod.
Is actually a mild wince. Is Cassie any better?
No, she's not. The blade was poison, and the wound was in her gut.
Yeah.
Keeps walking, looking, searching, lifting up things, looking down and around.
I mean, she'll let her. She's not going to fight to keep pace with Zuri. Zuri's on a fucking mission. She will probably, of all things, probably still have her phone almost perpetually in hand. Probably trying her best to keep contact with whatever sort of, at this point, group messaging system, whatever kind of announcement system they're using, but looking to see what needs doing. See if, she sees that food has come in, has any of it gone to the right master? Just kind of checking down the internal list.
You reckon where they are, the serious healed people? Yeah, they're needing supplies because, man, it's exhausting work. Particularly for the ones who are poisoned, essentially, with the poison blades.
Yeah, in that case, she will first swing by wherever food has been dumped that people are going through, and will, add to whatever notification system they have going that she is taking a load of food and water, and will initially grab up two of the, those little foldy boxes of KFC with one hand, hooking it one with her fingers, one with her thumb, and will try her best to kind of hoist a case of water up against her waist, prop it on her hip type thing so she can carry as much as possible.
Yeah, you begin to head off towards the area known as the High Clearing. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Laying there with my doggy bandage on because I'm still healing that point of ag, eating chicken drumsticks, a bone gnar, literally gnawing on a bone next to that bucket of even more drumsticks. Today, has been a relatively good day of free chicken.
Juno's going to carry on helping out the kinfolk coming in, just kind of making her way through, checking on people, shouting people over if they need assistance, that kind of thing. But she's kind of half combing through, trying to see if she can actually spot Chris anywhere, because she hasn't seen or heard from him since the attack.
You don't see Chris, but you do know that you do know, and you would have heard through talking to people, he was involved in some of the recuperation, essentially. Him and Felix and a few others did go out. Felix came back. Chris has been out there more or less all day, all night.
That's right. And she's just going to carry on doing what she's doing and helping out the kin that are coming in.
Yeah. I mean, Dean's essentially waiting for David to come back with the water, and he's, helping sort out the kinfolk. And as he's doing that, he'll glance and keep an eye out for, Damon to check, just to check that it's doing all right,
You'll see Damon just kind of flop after Neri kind of eventually stands up, and she just pats him on the head. She kind of rolls her shoulder a bit, wincing as she's starting to walk off towards Artemi.
Yeah. Does Dean still have the no-cis bandages he was handed?
Yes.
Yeah. On that note, then, unless you want to come in really quickly now, Nick, he'll approach Damon. He'll get, his little bottle of water as well. He'll walk up for a second and just glance for him. You doing okay there?
Rubs back of his eyes, like, kind of rubbing the eyelids. Yeah, right, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
He'll nod, and he'll just pass him. He'll just offer him the bandages and the water. Take these. You get used to it, but it can be quite draining, can't it? It's a bit of a ball ache, really, but it'll help.
Don't you hear them all?
I mean, I hear them coming in, yeah. He'll tilt his head. If that's what you mean.
Don't you hear them all? Have you not looked over the other side yet?
He'll rub his face. I haven't had time to. Why, what's going on over there?
He lights a cigarette and takes a drag out of it. They're screaming.
He'll nod, and he'll just sigh. That's not
all 30 of them. So many screams. Can you not hear them, Raya? Look up.
I mean, for the record, can he hear them? I don't think he can.
No, you don't hear shit. You're in the Tellurian. You're just like, what the fuck is this weirdo on about? Even then, even as a theurge, you're like, huh? What?
What? Yeah, I assume so. He'll
It cause you to tilt your head like, huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll tilt his head like, huh? And then he'll just admit, I can't hear them, no, but all of us 30 will be avenged. All of their lives mean something and will mean something. But
how other lives mean something if they're gone, Raya? Seems a bit counterproductive.
he'll think because not because they're family, and we don't give up on family even when they're dead, even when they're gone. They still live within us, within our memories, within everything.
Are they your family,
And,
Ryan?
yeah.
Are they your family?
No, but they're someone's, and that's enough, you know.
Is it?
You are not. It has to be. We've got to play the best. We've got to do the best we can with the cards we've been dealt. Otherwise, well, let's just say that doesn't bear thinking about. We've got. It's best to focus on doing what you can.
Why not focus on it?
He'll actually take a second to ponder that, and then he'll answer because if we allow ourselves to fall into despair, if that means we've let them win and they can't win.
Damon's head turns just and looks right at David. Like, I mean, David, you weren't ready for this, but the eyes just train right on you.
So he catches David mid, like, and so David just, hey, Damon, I want to apologize for being such an asshole the other day. But I really don't think now is the time. So I'm just gonna. Sorry,
It's like a
man.
head tilt. Just watches you. I mean, for David, it's eerie. Like, you saw this kid and he was full of anger. Now there's this kind of cold, fascinated stare as he's looking at you. As if you're like something on an autopsy table.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step away now. Just without saying anything more, I'm just gonna step away, not turning away from him until I'm like 6 feet away. Where he would have to lunge to actually get to me. But then I'll walk away and try and find more pitchers of water to bring.
Damon will just stand up, folds one of the piece of bandages in his arm, looks over. Aren't we both the most passionate but also the most understanding of everyone's sorrow, Raya? I don't think people want to hear how we can hold hands and sing Kumbaya. There's a shrug.
He'll nod. I'm not saying we hold hands and sing Kumbaya. I'm saying we heal the people who need to be healed. We remember the people that are closest to us. We protect them in any way we can. And when it comes to it, we avenge those we've lost.
Do you mean that?
He'll look him dead in the eyes.
Damon doesn't look in your eyes. He looks down, giving you all the proper respect and all. But he asks it, do you mean that?
I do. He says that no hesitation.
My father used to say things like that. Except when he did it, he wouldn't be here on the set. He'd be out there. It's interesting. Just nods to himself. People like to believe, but people rarely do mean it. I hope you do, Raya. It'd be nice to see a change.
Yeah. Yeah, not well. Our place today is to heal those that need it. But when it comes to being on the battlefield, I hope I can show you how much I mean it, and he'll nod. If you managed to see Cora since we picked her up.
I'll see her when I'm done. I killed the man who attacked her, and she understands what that means.
A nod. Good man. You're doing well. Keep it up. But just
look. This time he does look up, and the look he gives you, and I don't know whether Dean would be offended by it. It's the most like condescending, most. You think it's condescending. It's just so fucking studied look, as if, huh, yeah, okay.
Dean
he is a cub, you know what I mean? It's that type of impression, and you know what I mean? It's just this studied look, as if you're some sort of new piece of like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, Dean I mean, to be fair, Dean's probably so exhausted at this point, and he's, Dean's not angry. All throughout this, Dean's been actually quite quiet for himself. He's not running around screaming, but he'll just kind of respond with, look, I don't say things I don't mean. Just, finish up when you're done, and remember, you're not going to be any use to any of them if you're not looking after yourself either. Use the bandages, drink the water. If you need any help, ask one of the other Fjerges, and we'll come help. And he'll, his eyebrows his expression will harden, not in like an aggressive way, but in a, like a, this is it way.
Thank you, Raya. I'm sure I will do my job just according to your teachings.
He'll nod. You will, and look, it's all shit. But it can only get better from here. He'll say that more to himself as he kind of goes
okay.
off.
When you say it's all shit, Damon just lets out it doesn't have an exasperated. It just takes a long drag of the cigarette. It's out of breath. How would you know? You can't hear them. Can you hear them scream? Can you hear them cry? Can you hear them wail? Can you hear them, Raya?
He'll actually think and like tilt his head at that, like, no, but I can see what's in front of me, and that's bad enough. So, what you're hearing.
But then, how do you know it's all shit when you don't know what they're saying, Raya?
Because he'll actually say, because that's what you're hearing, and I trust your word on it. And then he'll just kind of, yeah, I'm trying. Gosh, boo, boo. But yeah, he'll just kind of shrug. I'll leave you to work. I'm not trying to interfere, not trying to say anything, just trying to help.
It's fine, Raya. Don't worry. I'll do what you ask.
Mm-hmm. He'll nod, appreciate it, and he'll go off. He'll go off to to continue helping Kin, and he'll probably take one of the pallets or something off David if he hasn't scurried far away by now.
Damon, if you look back, Damon just starts walking and vanishes into the Umbra.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as much as I'm very tempted to follow him, I think Dean thinks it's best right now if he focuses on the shit in front of him.
You can if you want to. You can if you want to. It is entirely up to you. Most of these people are not really that bad, and most of these people are being bandages. You got you got given the, take after these, good boy. You know what I mean? You're kind of you're a Cleus. You know what I mean? The big boys are handling
Yeah,
up
exactly.
there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. On that note, then, I mean, considering the conversation now, I think, I don't think Dean's the type who's going to go running, following him into the Umbra, knowing that that's what he's seeing and hearing. So now he's probably gonna head to the public housing and check on Cora, actually.
Okay, you wander off.
After
What
his
are the rest of
check.
you doing? Yeah, I'll get to you in a sec. What are the rest of you doing?
About midway through that bucket of fried chicken.
Nick?
Honestly, so previously when I went in to go get some water, there was one beautiful case of water bottles, and oh God, who was with me?
Abel.
Abel, like snatched it before I could, not out of rudeness, just out of, hurriedness. But David understood, so that's why he grabbed solo cups and a pitcher of water. So now he's just, standing in the public housing in the little communal kitchen with, a full pitcher of water on, the side of the sink and one, filling pitcher of water, underneath the tap. Just
Kind of just slowly look around, guy coming up behind you going, hey.
Oh,
Do it.
I'm filling up some water for the medical area. We need water.
Filling up
So
yeah. It's good.
yes. David Orphan.
I know who you are. I know who you are. Don't you worry about the thing. I know exactly who you are.
Are you Junkyard Dog?
Mm-hmm.
Raya, I need to ask you.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. So how do I really say I'm sorry? How do I show you that I'm sorry? How do I apologize?
Well, you see, son, there are several ways I can answer this. Number one, you can help that guy over there who's not really hurt. He's got about maybe what? Flesh wound eating the chicken. You could help him get the fuck out of here. Do your shit. You could help Charlotte Sullivan over there who's wandering around like a gamely, ditzy, twiggy Ramirez. You could help the awkward Fianna boy who's socially getting rocked by a cub over there. You could help Juno, who's looking more and more phased in her own skull at this point. Or you could go make nice with the cub. You could teach him the proper way on how to handle things. And you could actually show me that while you and your Shadow Lord friends like to browbeat, you're all interested in the same thing. You could teach him to be better than he is.
Oh, yes, Raya. I understand.
After all, a man like you and the shit you have, it's what defines you, isn't it?
I believe so, Raya. Yes.
So, isn't it your, walk over and fill up the water bottle beside you? I hear your brood always likes to show that they are the exemplars compared to the, the Silver Fangs and all that.
Well, I was raised outside of the nation.
What? Don't give me that excuse.
I was going to finish. Yes, that is usually the sentiment.
How many Silver Fangs do you see out there?
I'll be honest, I don't know any Silver Fangs. I should probably go and try and meet some of them.
points. There are no Silverfangs out there.
Oh,
So, who are the people going to look to and see? Making that effort, doing their shit.
oh. Raya, you're a very nice person. And I really am sorry that I was picking on your cub. I shouldn't have done that, and it was wrong.
It's fine. I'll allow it. You teach my boy how to be a man. You do it properly. We'll forget about that whole thing. But if I hear one mumbling peep, one mumbling word about you not listening. Look, I'm just a child guy, man. I ain't a violent man. But I like my kids. I look after my young. We understand each other?
Raya, I understand you very well.
That's it. Good. So, you get out there and be that example, kid.
Yes, Raya. And he will take his 2 full pitchers of water and go to finish this task and go on to another thing. And before he does leave, he will say, permission to go about business, Raya.
Oh, permission granted. Get out there.
Thank you, Raya. I'll try and get some of these people out of here. And
do that.
With that, he will step outside and finish bringing pitchers over to water. He's going to keep an eye out looking for Damon, but he stepped into the Umbra, so I'm not going to roll for that. So taking the pitchers of water, sets them down. Gonna actually go. Who is closest to Dean? Because I took this water over to Dean's area. Who's closest? Would that be Charlotte, Juno, or would that be Bob, who I've never really talked to before in character? Alan.
Rustpipe just enjoying some fine fried chicken.
Alan, good. Okay, so not seeing Damon, David is going to go over to Alan. Not from behind this time. He really doesn't want to get crop dusted. But so he will approach from the front. Just.
Rustpipe looks at you.
Hey, Rustpipe, how you doing?
Eating chicken.
Yeah, man, you sure can eat.
Yep.
Are you sure are you sure that those bones aren't going to splinter in your digestive tract?
This is no big deal.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, Alan. Actually, no. Rustpipe did not say his name ever, so it's going to be. Hey, Rustpipe.
Yeah.
So you say you're not Lupus, but I don't know your real name. Is it just Rustpipe?
Rustpipe's good enough. Guy was back in the real world's really not in the real world anymore.
That's actually a really interesting way to look at it. I like that viewpoint. Hey man, I look. I really don't mean to be
You're
rude or
freaking out
obnoxious.
really hard for a dude who's just talking to me.
Yeah, I'm not really good at asking people for things.
I'm sensing that.
Yeah. Well, the leadership was concerned about having so many people clustered in the same area. Could you maybe eat the chicken away from the this area. Sorry to ask you that. It's really rude. I was just asked to get some people out of this area, so I'm just trying to do that. Just trying to be useful.
Rustpipe patiently waits for his new Shadow Lord companion to stop talking. Like, lets him go through the whole thing. And then without saying anything, takes his little lupus face, picks up the bucket of fried chicken, and trots away.
So David, biting his hand and shit, watches Rustpipe go away, and very awkwardly, thank you, and will go, look back. So Charlotte or Juno, who is closest? Charlotte, Juno. Oh, Charlotte.
Sorry.
Hey,
I'm
buddy,
back.
how you doing?
Charlotte's still looking pretty frayed, pretty frazzled, still periodically spotting something to do, anything to do, immediately
Mhm.
going through to complete the task and repeating the same process. Just take water here, take food there. She's probably only just walked back from, what is it, the high clearing? Wherever the hell they are. And yeah, just
Yeah.
puttering back down, doing the same thing. Finds water, brings it to the right people. Finds food, brings it to the right people. Sees people just conversing carefully and gently, like shoos them back, like, I don't know, towards the public housing, towards any gathering area. If they're all, at least stable, they need to move out so that others can move in. Constantly checking her phone.
And David is going to go up to Charlotte, and before he comes into danger of sneaking up on her, he's going to say, Raya, Charlotte,
What? Up.
hi.
You're
Uh,
good. Don't worry about that right
okay.
now.
Okay. Listen. You sure do check your phone a lot. Are you waiting for someone to call you, or?
No, I'm keeping in touch with Perfidy and the other Glasswalkers, the Wormfoes checking in. We're all keeping tasks straight.
Okay. Cause I talked to a Junkyard Dog, and I asked how I can apologize for basically picking on Damon, which I fully admit I was picking on him. I did apologize to Damon specifically. I just also want to say he asked me to, in part of helping, apologize to him and to make everything smooth. He asked me to get you out of this area because you have other coordination efforts that you can assist in that you are more suited to than just being basic labor. I don't know how to. I'm really bad at this sort of thing. So please don't take how I said it the wrong way if it wasn't very nice how I said it.
For what it's worth, as he's saying it, she kind of looks perplexed for a second. Not mad, just initially there's mention of Damon and there's a flit of annoyance, but she's spinning too many plates. She can't get properly mad about it right now. She just doesn't have the energy to commit to it. And so he points out that she's better spent elsewhere, and she reaches up and ruffles her hair, looking down at her phone, like, what? Really? It just seems all the more kind of out of it. I do have, I don't know. Yeah, I'll get out of the way. There are other people who can do what I'm doing.
Yeah, oh, okay, thank you. Anyway, Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Things are happening. Um.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're still happening. Were
Yeah.
you able to sleep?
I didn't sleep. No.
Did you try?
No, I didn't. No, the wound is healed now. Gaia's breath,
Oh God.
but I didn't I didn't get any sleep from it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just can you have a phone, no, right? Didn't I? I was mad at you afterwards, but I gave you my number, right?
Yeah. Well, because you got it before you were
Yeah.
before I made you mad at me,
Yeah.
and before I made Cora and Damon both equally mad at me.
Can you
Anyway, yeah.
can you just tell me if anything weird happens when you try to sleep?
Yeah, I will. Why? Did you have nightmares or something?
I couldn't. I tried, but noises kept waking me up, and I don't know if it's because of the whole thing we did with the Raven or what the deal is, but I don't know if he did some shit. I don't know how his crazy death birds work, but I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing things.
Wait a minute. So that guy's name was the Raven?
Yeah, that's what we called him.
Oh. And okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I keep hearing like cawing or like birds. I think I felt one peck me once. Like after the third time they woke me up, I stopped trying.
So okay. That's unsettling. Bird spies. Okay.
Spirit shit, man. I don't know. I don't know what he did.
Hey, Charlotte, look. It's okay. There's a lot going on right now, but
Nothing's okay.
for now,
She kind of grins a little bit just because at least she knows this is true. Nothing's
yeah. David, for his part, doesn't smile like I do. It's like, but for now, just try and focus on phone-based coordination, and then we can move on from there. Okay. I also was told to well, you're in a pack with Raya Juno, all right?
Yeah.
Can you please because you have the ability to
Yeah.
talk in your heads, right? You know, the pack link. That's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you pass on the message that she would be useful elsewhere, maybe coordinating?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
All right, Charlotte, thank you very much. Also, I don't mean to bring up sore subject, but have you seen Damon?
She kind of shoots a glance back to where Damon last was and knits her brow. Starts kind of scanning for the ginger hair.
Yeah, I only ask because I was told to talk with him and teach him a little bit about how to control his.
You get a sus squint and eye immediately.
No, for real. I was told to not provoke him or aggravate him, just to teach him a little bit more about how to self-regulate. You know, there's a lot that goes into managing our fucking rage.
She proceeds to kind of scan the situation around them. This is going to be a really weird time to try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that part of restitution later. But anyway, Raya, Charlotte, thank you.
Never mind. I'm gonna talk to Juno.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna take up that task that you're doing right now. Thank you so much, Raya.
Yeah, she hands over like a bucket of chicken. And we'll ping Juno in the pack link as she starts promptly striding with purpose. Weirdly enough, back towards their cabin. Hey, Juno.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they've got enough hands for menial labor. We need to find more productive things to do with ourselves. Ways we can be more effective.
Like you could just hear the sound of like the record scratch. As if you look back, you see Juno, who's literally stood at the front of where the area is, as she is directing people in and moving people along, literally trying to coordinate so everybody gets helped. Everybody sees somebody, everybody sees the right person depending on how injured they are. And she even turns around and looks towards you. There's a cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Looks a glance back. It's not that what you're doing isn't helpful, Juno. It's just that even one of the kin can do that much. I'm gonna talk to Cora.
All right. Do you have any suggestions for what my abilities may be better suited as? Or she's just kind of like, you just see her in the distance just shrugging.
I know Zuri is looking for her folks. And I know a lot of people are looking for each other. But I don't think Zuri's passing on the word, really. Maybe do a quick roundabout. If nothing else, they came right to Sep before. It's not that bad an idea to have an eye on the outskirts anyways, and maybe you'll see them heading in, or if they're at one of those initial groups, a lot of them are meeting up further down.
Well, if they come through here, I'll definitely see them, and I can ask them to get guys to have a look around. Did you see her just literally start talking to somebody?
Whatever you think is a good idea. I'm just trying to think of enough things to keep moving.
Look, I'm not saying you're wrong or anything, Charlotte. You need to do what you need to do, but end of the day, if they see us here taking control of the situation, it's better for everybody. So as long as they see me stood here at the front, trying to hold some control and some order about this, it's going to help the nerves. There's a lot of fear out there right now. Trust me, it's not all just the kin.
No, you're right. I'm gonna get the kite. Can you let me know if you see Damon? I didn't see him anywhere.
He was again. If you're looking at it, you see her kind of like hold a finger up to the two guys she's talking to, whirl around. Carries on talking. He was here a second ago. I don't know. But where are you heading off?
I'm gonna get the kite, talk to Cora. I think she's pretty shook up. And I feel like having something of Brad's and knowing he'd be proud of what she did will mean a lot to her. And usually Damon's there, so I can't really talk to her.
Just be careful, okay?
Yeah, being careful.
All right.
Oh, and if you see that fucking Bonar, if you see that Bonar, the one that always wears the mask, tell him thanks.
The one that looks like Jesus?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
We when David and I got kind of took up by Marrow, he actually kind of smashed in and got that last hit. Got that little bit we needed. I was getting really fucked up. David was really fucked up. He just kind of whirled in and then fucking whirled back out, but it made a difference.
Yeah. And how come you're wearing the shirts all of a sudden?
I have a clone. Kind of. And the tattoo's the only identifying mark she doesn't have. Because no one's seen it till now.
Don't. You just hear just the.
Apparently the Sinister missed me, so she made a new me. Fucking bitch.
You know what? This
She's
is enough
just trying to
crazy for
get
me
in
for
my
one
head.
day. Just carry on. You,
Yep.
Charlotte.
It gets worse, don't worry. But I'll wait.
I'm sure it does, but that is for when we're in the safety kitchen.
Yep. I need the red of the hot cocoa really bad.
It's all right. I'm an expert in that, right?
Well, that's good. That's fortuitous, even. Oh, hey, the kite. Like, as she has disappeared into the cabin, and at least for the moment, we'll disengage so that we can round the camera back around to more people. Maybe more to Juno. More to all the rest of y'all.
Juno puts on her high vis vest and gets the two air directing beacons out and starts just air signaling people left and right, waving these fucking beacons about. No, I'm joking. She just gets a raccoon and starts throwing it around. Don't all jump at once.
Well,
He hasn't.
Well, look, even though you guys are going back to, even though Charlotte is going toward the cabin, David instead is trying to get people, who are like milling around or kind of in shock away from here. And so that's honestly how David is spending his time at this moment.
So I imagine it like Juno's getting them in and where they need to go, and David's on the behind getting them from where they need to go to out.
Yeah, basically, if people if they even look like they should be anywhere else, David comes up to them, hey, hey, listen, really sorry to be this kind of guy, but you need to leave, kind of thing. Not in those words, but yeah. So yeah. No, nothing.
I mean, I'm doing what she's doing. What she's doing. There's not much else to it.
Don't look at me. I left ages ago.
Internally sighing at the shit that she's just been informed of, but it's like we'll deal with that in the safety kitchen.
Yeah, in the safety kitchen.
Because right now, there's a lot of people around me, and I don't have the energy to deal with that shit and people and all of this. God damn it! Somebody get me a whiskey.
Yeah. So eventually, though, David comes up to Juno, during a lull in the get people out of here stage. Hey, Raya, Juno.
Well, 1 second. Yeah, what? What's up?
So David will wait the 1 second, and then, well, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, Raya, but Raya Junkyard Dog seems to think that your energy would be best placed elsewhere.
Does he?
Well, he did when I talked to him. I talked to him, I'd say 20 minutes ago.
All right. Well, She kind of looks around. She turns away from it and kind of ushers the people she's been talking to down and kind of leans over to David. Look, if we're not here to show them that we're here in control of the situation, things would kick off. Now, if Junkyard wants me to move, he's more than welcome to come and ask himself. I don't mind. But as my duty as a guardian, I'm going to guard.
Yes, Raya. Well, once again, please. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, not being rude. Come on, kid. Use your head a bit. Think of the collateral. It's always collateral.
Yeah, there is. Okay, well,
You're doing a good job. You know, keep it up.
all right, thank you. I'm gonna go try and get people out of here.
Yeah, you see that Marty over there. Get him out there.
That guy's name is Marty. All right, I'm
Marty.
gonna get him out.
Get Marty out of here. He's trying to sniff the mouthwash.
Oh, that's. Hey, Marty. Hey. No, please don't, please. And so yeah, David just goes over to stop Marty from getting the mouthwash. We all need a laugh in these dark, dire times.
Look, I could derp it out, but I'm not lowering the bar of the scene yet. Well, fine then. So, as Charlotte is hunting through the house, the cabin, the shindig, I know we're waiting on Torna. We're all waiting on Torna by the looks of it.
Ta-da!
But still.
Oh, so we are waiting on Torna. Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well,
some of us are just because we can't do the thing we're
but
queued
I
up to
can't
do.
do anything because I'm directing traffic. That's Bob's eating chicken. You're doing what you're doing, and Katie's waiting on Dawn to play characters. So,
I actually will. David will go over to Dean for a little bit. I know Curtis is away, but he's gonna go over to Dean and just, tell him not to look so fucking frazzled. Hey man, listen, every time you forget where you put the bandages you just put down, it looks bad. Please just try and remember where everything is. Come on, guy. And then just go back.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put the bandages down like this. Ooh. I know. I'll use Mother's touch on you.
Oh my god.
Now I've lowered the bar that low. There we go.
No, the bar is not lowered, Tom. It's okay.
Little guest featuring
okay.
of Dean. Oh, that's it, mate. Just hold that bandage there while I heal it. Oh, there we go.
Oh boy. You are okay. So hey, I will say that Rustpipe and motherfucking Charlotte could have a few words together.
No,
Rustpipe went back to the porch of where he lives.
Oh, well then, okay.
And is now eating chicken there. Hilariously, he lives in the common housing because otherwise he'd just be homeless. So he's just sitting on that porch now, eating chicken. Seems to have acquired more of the chicken. No one really knows how. Everyone else's moment of pain and turmoil has really just been his opportunity for a fuckload of free chicken.
You know what? That still works because the public housing is where Core is, and thus where Charlotte's headed. So we're making this happen.
Now kiss.
No. Not kissing a bonar. They're gross. You don't know where that's been. Putting my mouth on it. But yeah. No, Charlotte will actually eventually like reappear from the cabin and will be putting across, and of all the stupid shit in the entire world, is walking with grand purpose towards the public housing with a kite tucked under her arm. I mean, and the weird part is she's still pretty twitchy. She's still pretty serious. She's on a fucking mission. Look at that fucking mission walk. But a fucking kite.
Russ Pipe watches her while he's still eating the chicken. It's a delicate process in which he picks the drumstick out with his mouth and then puts it on the top that's next to the bucket and then eats it while it's on the bucket top thing.
She will pause as she heads up the steps, glances over, squints a little bit.
What?
I'm trying to make sure I actually know who you are.
It's Russ Pipe.
Oh,
Think of this, but with arms.
yeah. That's what I was trying to do in my head. It wasn't working
Yep.
out. Hey. Thanks. By the way,
For what?
for being in the neighborhood.
That's where I get stuff. I was just there.
Yeah, but you were the right there instead of like other side of Duluth there. And I'm pretty sure you saved David's in my ass.
Maybe.
Look, man, I was getting pretty fucked up before you showed up. And David
Yeah.
started off fucked up. She stabbed him before we even got to engage.
Honestly, I hate to say it, Raya, but my impression of you is that you really, really suck ass at fighting.
I don't suck ass.
Both times I've met you, you've been getting your ass kicked in.
Look, both times there were severe extenuating circumstances.
That I ended.
You know what? That's fair. Look, I'm not the worst, but I'm not Naroon, okay? I was out of gas.
Okay.
But seriously, like whether I suck or not, thanks anyways, because it was going fucking bad. I'll be damned if I'll let some bitch that's wearing people's skins fucking kill me.
Well, she's pretty dead now, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing that happened that you definitely enabled.
I'll be honest, I really didn't know you could slap someone so hard that their neck broke until that day.
Well, you know what? It worked out. So
Yeah.
I guess enjoy the chicken. Aren't you having issues with the bones? Wouldn't something else be easier?
I mean, what's his face? Skinny,
Brow quirk?
skinny boy.
There's a couple of them.
Well, the skinny one that stutters.
Oh,
He
David.
thinks that I ate the bones. I didn't eat the bones. Never eaten the bones.
She like
just-
blinks and gets kind of dismayed for a second. As through the link, she's like, "What?"
Carry on.
Yeah. She just gets a half second, like mid conversation, gets like a perplexed look and gets kind of dismayed for a second, and then kind of zones back in. Sorry, what were you saying?
I just put the bones somewhere else. Thinks I ate the bones.
You know what? I'm not even mad.
Besides, this is the kind of mouth that eats meat. This is meat. And also, I need to heal the little bit of my chest that I lost.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. But then again, it's getting to be around that time. Shouldn't take too much longer, right? She kind of cranes around to get a look.
Probably like the rest of the day.
Yeah, but it looks like at least it's closing up okay. There's that.
Yep. I just showed up for the free chicken.
You know what? I'm not even mad. Did you steal another scooter?
Yeah, but tall, blonde, and
Marcel.
yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that our combined weight, it died.
Oh,
Like I drove it away, but it died later, and it did not resurrect.
fair. She's periodically looking a little distracted, like blinking off like she's having trouble holding the line of thought. I guess you can always add it to the scooter graveyard. Maybe we'll eventually make like the Voltron of scooters.
I ditched it.
No. Well, so much for free parts.
I mean, it wasn't worth pushing it the whole way back, man.
Yeah, fair.
Like the other one, it died like right here, so that was fine.
That's where you dumped it, but I'm pretty sure someone else probably just grabbed it for scrap.
That's cool.
Okay, kind of glances down at the kite for a second, like, man, I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
But yeah, if I were you, I wouldn't like think too hard about me coming in and doing my thing. Everybody here
Yeah.
thinks too hard.
I'm really good at it.
Hey, what tribe is the stutter guy?
Shadow Lord.
Now everything makes sense.
Why?
He's just helping, but he kicks out every other guy in Gru he can see who's just helping. So he can be seen just helping. They always set things up like that because they want to look better than the Silver Fangs. But they also roll around in the dirt like the rest of us. Leads to a lot of stupid shit.
There's a pause and a blank. I should be mad, but this is actually worth doing, so...
Yeah. Honestly, I just kind of let him putter out. Like for a guy who was playing fuck games, he was pretty nervous. And it wasn't worth the energy. Like I could have come up with an excuse. Then I wouldn't be eating chicken. And to be fair, I was playing my own game. Except the stakes were a lot lower. Instead of engaging in petty political grandstanding, I was engaging in petty chicken gathering. Truly, we were two scavengers in the same heap.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have completed your objective, and I'm not going to keep you from your chicken.
I mean, chicken's right here.
It's kind of weird that you can pseudo-talk while eating. I just want you to know that. You're causing cognitive dissonance.
I mean, look at it this way. A lot of time, people like me have to constantly be moving. Because the second we're somewhere for long enough, people start calling the cops and shit. Or they start getting uneasy. Or other people start preying on us. I've had to eat, walk, and talk a lot of fucking times in my life.
That's fair. That's actually a really solid point.
Just how it is. Have you seen Red Eye around?
No. Actually, the last time I saw him, I just kind of caught a glance as I was going, but he looked pretty fucked up. But it was before all this. I actually haven't really heard how he got through all this. Kind of like looks back to the group, like realizing that she has no idea what shape he's in.
I see.
No, I actually haven't seen him. He's probably staying out of sight.
Do you know I got bashed up?
No? No, no fucking idea.
I'll ask him when I see him.
Yeah. It's just I don't know, whatever it was. I don't know how he got a shit kicking like that, but it was sticking pretty good.
I think they would have learned the first fucking time.
Wait?
Nothing.
Oh, no idea.
That's fine. I'll figure it out.
He again just kind of like fades out for a second. Starting to look mildly concerned.
Rust Pipe puts some more effort into eating, but it seems that ever since there was mention of Red Eye and the state he was in, there is an attitude that one can feel vibrating off of Rust Pipe.
Right. I'm gonna let you eat your chicken and find Red Eye and maybe go bite the shit out of something. Because you're looking a little intense right now. And I'm gonna go talk to Cora.
No one ever learns the lesson if you just beat them.
Depends on the person, I think. And how motivated they are by pain. Turns out a lot of people are really motivated by pain.
Just him eating the chicken with that just imagine it. Just imagine the slow heavy metal music playing while he just eats the chicken.
Charlotte's just gonna ease into the public housing and go to check on Cora and let Rust Pipe very intensely eat his chicken. So intensely. He will fire off through the pack link though for lulz. Just kind of a final thought. But by the way, have you seen Rust Pipe or not Rust Pipe, Red Eye? Can you let me know if you spot him out there?
Yes, Charlotte, I will continue to be the lighthouse and ever vigilant observatory and this exact location.
I mean, look, in all fairness, there's a lot of people going in and out over there.
There is a lot of people going in and out over here.
It's a good thing you're standing there directing.
It's a really good
flow
thing
of
I can
traffic.
multitask.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to try and talk to you and these people at the same time?
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's harder than it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, normally I feel like I manage better, but I'm still pretty fucking frazzled.
Chill out. Chill.
I'm 100% not chill right now.
I know you're not. That's why I'm telling you to chill. Girl, chill.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. That's not how anything works. I don't just tell people to be chill.
That's an order.
I
That's an
guess
order.
I'm in trouble because
Yep.
I am still so not chill right now.
We are going to have a talk, young lady.
You know what? That would probably be really nice.
And as the pack link slowly, it goes silent for a minute. You'll hear the slow, heavy metal music playing through the back of the backlink as Juno can. So that's all I got. There's so much I can do. There's so much I can do. Not turn this scene into a shambles. Because I have that power.
I feel like I just want periodic views into the life of David trying to not be in the way, but he be in the way. Is this a potential thing we can have? Because I feel like it's comedy gold.
Oh, you motherfucker. If you don't get out of here and take your puke pile with you, I'm gonna bring such hell on you. Oh, sorry.
Like that was good, David. That was good. Now try it again, but without the apologizing. Come on, lay it on me.
Okay. So like I was saying, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're taking up a valuable piece of property, and somebody could be here getting healed up. Instead, you're here vomiting all over the place. Take your fucked up stomach and get out of here.
And what if I say no?
Then I guess I'll fucking move you. I don't know. I wasn't talking to fucking Juno, by the way.
No, but I had to throw that in there just for my lols.
I guess I'll fucking move you. No.
Imagine
Okay.
Juno just takes David out. Look, kid, do some coaching on the job. Tell me to get out of here, because, dude, the Get won't listen to you if you just fucking move.
Hey, fuck you. I am Fenris incarnate. All right, look, you stupid motherfucker. Are you so fucking dense that you can't even hear what I'm saying to you? You're taking up valuable property. Get out of here. Move your sorry ass. Take your snowbound, blooded fucking piece of shit furball and go move it someplace else. I don't care where, as long as it's not here. People are dying here, and you're here taking up a place where somebody could not be dying. Go away. Go. Is that better, you know?
That's a little better.
Okay,
That's good.
right.
That's a good opener. Good.
Okay. I just really can't be tough without
I know, because you're a little scrawny kid, but that's fine.
no, I mean I can't really be tough without slipping back into the accent.
Oh, right, that's where you were going with that. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's what I was gonna say next. That's fine. Totally.
Yeah, yelling always brings out the New York. So
Oh yeah. And not because half the Get think that they could probably snap you in half, but that's fine. Just don't get big, alright?
sure. They well, you know, I mean, speaking normally is a lot easier to get people to move.
See?
You know, you don't need to yell. You just have to be firm.
Be assertive.
Yeah. Assertive. I think that Lucas over there thinks I was actually talking bad about you. I wasn't. Okay, he's looked away. Okay, he's looked away. Oh. Huh. Juno. The lupus scare me, man.
The lupus scare you.
Yeah. They're so intense. It's like, I don't know. I mean, they don't like, frighten me. They just are off-putting. They're so
Off-putting, eerie, creepy. Is that kind of the vibe I'm getting here?
not exactly that, but yeah.
They make
It's
you
just
feel uncomfortable. Like, what is it? Come on.
it's like it's just different, It's like it's like
Unsettling?
it would be like me pretending to be a lupus, It's like I don't know. Yeah, just a little bit, I guess. Shit, now I sound like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, you do. So
Well-
it just slowly turns, walks back to where she was.
And David promptly turns away and walks over to where somebody actually has vomited. Excuse me. Are you okay? Yes, you're okay. Okay, because I need you to please go away. Somebody else could be using the spot you're in. I mean, not now because you vomited on it, but you're taking up resources. So, in the interest of helping people, I'm gonna need, and at the risk of sounding like a complete asshole, I'm gonna have to ask you to move on. Yes, I am a piece of shit, but I'm a piece of shit on a mission, so I'm gonna have to ask you to go away. Yes, I too am a Cleith. I'm still gonna have to ask you to go away. No, that's not a challenge. Junkyard Dog asked me to get people out of here if they could stand to be away from here. No, I'm not his boy toy. But yes, you still do have to get out of here. Okay, goodbye. And David continues to go on to the next person. Go
As his
figure,
phone
the
rings.
person calling me is from New York.
And I think with that just enlightening view into David's process, for now, because the ST is plagued by an inhospitable computer, we could call this a scene.
Yeah, scene part 2 later. Bye, folks.